What's happening?
Chris, conventional wisdom, had you studied your final years, playing for contenders for the championship, what were the overriding factors that brought you to this point?
Oh man, you know that. I kind of talk kind of loud anyway. Uh, Man, the opportunity to play, to hoop, to compete. Obviously, this is a first-class organization, and for me, I've loved nothing more than the opportunity to play and contribute and hoop and hoop. Yeah.
What is, we first talked about it a little bit, but what is this going to be like just to be able to play for Pop and have, have some time with him?
Man, it's going to be definitely an honor and a privilege. Obviously, I've admired Pop from afar from years, and when you're in this for a while, as he's done for a long time, there's so much respect there, not only for his basketball IQ, but just for who he is as a person, as a competitor and all of this. And so Pop has always been someone that I've spoken to, before jump ball, during the game or whatnot, if it's just a little conversation here or there. So I'm excited to learn from him and the coaching staff here.
Chris, Draymond said this week that you're a veteran to even the veterans, like much less the young guys like Victor and guys like that. But he said you have a very strong personality, and so it says a lot about the Spurs' trust in you to be a positive influence to somebody like Victor. Do you feel like a little more responsibility in that mentorship role with somebody like Victor than you have in the past?
I mean, I think I've always taken that responsibility very seriously, but also understanding that I come to hoop. I'm not a coach, what I mean? So there's definitely things to be learned and all that stuff. But I come in, obviously, with a lot of knowledge from on-the-job training, but I also come in trying to learn from these guys. That's probably been the coolest thing about my career is that, yeah, I've went to some teams that are younger or whatnot, but I'm constantly learning from these guys. I got a chance to play with Shea in his second year in the league, and I got a chance to learn from him. I got a chance to learn from Book, Mikal Bridges, and all those guys. So I'm excited to share with these guys what I know or whatever they want to know, but I'm also excited to see what I can learn from them.
Chris, along those lines, some of us who've been doing this for a couple decades or more.
Yeah, same.
It seems like 20-year-olds are younger than they've ever been. How do you kind of bridge that gap, and what makes you want to sign up to be around some of these kids?
I think a lot of it is because I still look at myself as a big kid. You know what I mean? I get a chance to play basketball every day and say that's my way of life, something I've been doing since I was 4 or 5 years old. But also, I'm so connected to the game from a grassroots standpoint. I mean, I have an AAU team that I'm getting ready to go to Peach Jam here in a week or two. I watch high school basketball, I watch middle school basketball, and I'm a parent too. I have a 15-year-old son, a daughter who's about to be 12. So, I'm not trying to be in the locker room and be their dad or nothing like that. It's just, for me, there's connectivity. And I think the thing that connects us all is this game, right? And always trying to get better.
Victor Wembanyama's presence on this.
How are you too? Good to see you. Been a while. Yeah.
When the Spurs came to you, how big a factor was Victor's presence on this team to you to be able to play with a player that a lot of us think is going to be one of the best players ever?
Well, that definitely helps. That definitely didn't hurt. But also knowing the pedigree that this organization has, everything around it, from coaches to front office. Like I said, I played for a number of teams now, and Pop and the Spurs definitely probably got the deepest tree in the league. When I say the tree, right, everybody sort of branches off from here and ends up better. And so Victor being here helped too, obviously, and them having a young team and getting a chance to watch him, right? Like I played against him this season, and I tell you, there's probably no player in the league that everybody in the league talks about after the game like him, because everybody has to adjust stuff. Me and Harrison was on our flight yesterday just talking about how cool it's going to be at this point in our careers to get a chance to appreciate him day in and day out. So that definitely helped.
To that extent, Chris, adding you and Harrison to this fold, now looking at the team that San Antonio is bringing back, how quickly do you think and how realistic is it that this team could contend for a playoff spot?
I mean, we start that stuff in training camp. I'm not here to say we're going to do this or do that. I think we all got to get together and make sure that we understand, what our goals are and what we're going to do to try to help each other get there.
What are your goals then?
I only have one goal every time, and that's to win. Every game. I don't care if it's practice. I don't care if it's shooting contest. I don't think you should play anything if you're just doing it for shits and giggles.
Chris, 2 years ago, Sports Illustrated released a photo of you as a kid meeting Tim Duncan. It's kind of gone on the grounds again because you're with the team now. What did that? Can you talk a little bit about that day and how that came up and is it just real? Look back at that picture and where you're at now?
So me and Tim's nephew, Shane, played on the same AAU basketball team, right? So we were teammates like 11 to 14. And Tim, in that picture, he had just got drafted. And we were in Utah at the AAU Nationals, and Tim came to watch us. You know what I mean? So I was telling somebody earlier, I was in like middle school or high school and used to go to the local YMCA and watch Tim hoop. Obviously I went to Wake Forest like him. Darius Sangala, who's on the coaching staff, I was in high school and he was at Wake, and I used to go play pickup with them. So it's a lot of full circle moments here.
Another full circle moment. Two of the more memorable 7-game series that you've ever played. Spurs ever played were against them. Have you thought much about that?
Yeah. Dang, 07, 08, that was my first time in the playoffs. They beat us in New Orleans in Game 7. I don't know what year it was. We won in 15. Yeah, that was crazy. Me and my brother was talking about it. I don't think I've played against another team, and y'all, I don't know all the stats, but I don't think I've played against another team more than I played against the Spurs in my career. So I learned a lot from, watching this team. I was at the finals when they won in Cleveland. I was at that game, Game 4. I was courtside watching that game. Tony was a big brother to me when I came into the NBA, Tony Parker. And so, when the trade, when I came here, it was cool. I got a text from Tim. I got a text from Manu. I got a text from Tony. And it's really cool to be here.
Can you tell us about that shot you hit over TD to win that series?
Might have been a push-off before I shot it. But I'll take it. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you the truth, I don't need to give these fans any type of message, honestly, just because they've seen greatness around here for a long time, right? Some hard-fought playoff series here, so with the young talent that they have here already, they know how to support a team, but just know that, I don't hold it against me how I act on the court and how I am in real life. I'm two totally different people. I just hate to lose. I always say this, I hate to lose more than I like to win. And so one thing you should know about is we're going to compete. We definitely going to compete, but this fan base has had a lot of success in the past, and hopefully we can continue that.
You mentioned Harrison Barnes. Just your thoughts on having that young man next to you.
Man, I'm excited. I was talking to DT, Dave Tellep, who I've known since I was a kid. I was actually at his wedding. But I do a basketball camp, an elite camp for years, and Harrison came to camp some years ago, and that's when I first got to know him. And when you get in the NBA, everybody sort of forms their own lives, so it was cool to talk to him on the flight last night. And I know how good Harrison is. I know how determined and committed he is to being the best version of himself, so I'm excited to try to put all this together.
You said that Pop had a conversation with you, kind of a sales pitch to bring you here. What was he looking for? How did he sell the Spurs to you, and what he wants you to bring to this team?
Yeah, I didn't need a sales pitch. You know what I mean? I think me and Pop more than anything had a conversation. And I think what I appreciated the most was, Pop said, I want you to come be you. Whatever that means, he said that too. And I'm excited. In anything you do, I don't care who you are, a writer, anything, you want to feel wanted. You know what I mean? And he sounded excited, so that got me excited. And I think something that I would probably want to say is I think a lot of times there's rhetoric about, oh, this guy wants to stay close to home. He has to be close to home. My family is everything. My wife is here. My kids are back in L.A., and that's where they will be during the season. And I love basketball so much that I could be close to home, but if I'm not playing, I'm not happy. Seriously. And I love my family to death. And so when we saw this opportunity, even though it'll put me away from my family knows me better than anybody. And they know that, I just want to play. I want to play more than anything. And that's why I'm grateful for them and more so grateful to be here.